Thank you. We're gonna do Hey there and welcome to the Max Not Binary. I'm Max. Today we are back in Oxygen Not Included on our swamp cluster. This is the second planet that you're looking at. We're going to be continuing our attempts to get to this oil without releasing zombie spores. Hello Purple Nyx. Hello Nemetrek. Hello Casa, welcome in all of you. I hope you're having lovely days and that stuff is going well for you. I do indeed run the stream for a little bit before I start so that people can get here. Hello Kaylee, welcome in today. I hope everything is going well for you as well. You are going to continue digging up this planet. We've put a load of low priority sweep commands in here as well so that the duplicants don't run out of things to do, but we are still trying. Hello KJ, welcome in. We are still trying to get rid of this polluted oxygen, and the reason I care about this is because I want to be a bit haphazard with digging up the spore kids. So if we can clear this out, then we can dig up the spore kids. I think I can see them all now, which is very helpful. Casa, you're also starting a big swamp asteroid on the test branch. I don't know how I feel about a big swamp. That seems a lot. Might be fun though. I was actually doing some YouTube stuff last night and looking back at what a mess this place was. Well, not this one, but the other map. When we started and thinking, oh, actually, I've done quite a lot. Sometimes it feels like we haven't got anywhere, but in fact, we going to pump up the chlorine too. It should have fought the spore kids when you put stuff in tanks. We are going to create a little chlorine thing. We might, I tell you where we might do it, is we might brick in like this. Let's in fact, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do some things outside, which is we're going to brick this in. Because what I want to do is I want to brick in like across here. And we might set up, we can use rusty oxidizers to create chlorine. We could drop all the chlorine down here if we just brick this off so that this isn't the oil biome. And yeah, we could just move it just to here. So we might do that. Launched my first rad rocket last night. Lessons learned. Some location for the platform might be nice, some others may be bad. Very, very bad if forgetting where the doors below are, indeed. So if we have a little look at Ozilios, you can see that I put my rocket platform over here so that I did not do anything terrible to my batteries, because we've got a nice deep dip here that anything out of the rocket platform can wind up in, so that hopefully we can be safe from that problem. I think that is still for me very much the result of the nuclear waste down your main shaft. That is not ideal. I think for me that's very much still the hangover of the old system as much as anything else. And I'm so used to building a big let's not incinerate everything vacuum that I'm just sort of used to it. Right, what should we do, chat? Oh, I know what we were doing. We were doing this, weren't we? Look at this. Taming. That's the thing we're doing. See, the duplicants have done quite a good job of building some of this in. So what we need to do is have a look in here. This is all steam. No, there's a little tiny bit of oxygen. I wonder if we can get this out in some way without actually having to build a pump. Because that would be ideal. Yes, it would be ideal if we could manage to not actually have to build a pump. But steel, they haven't changed the, no, well, it's got carbon dioxide in it though, isn't it? I'm never getting that out. Right, we're going to have a pump. We're going to have to pump a little bit of steam into the environs, I'm afraid. Made my first refined carbon and I didn't know of the heat output and I almost cooked my dupes. Kilns are hot. Kilns are very hot. Yeah, we might have to pump a little bit of steam out into the environs, I'm afraid. Right, this is below like... I think it's supposed to be like 850. We need a... The reason I didn't want to put a pump in here is because we're going to have to build this gas pump of steel. And then we're not going to be able to get this steel out, essentially. Well... we'll see. We might not be able to get this steel out. I might figure out a way to do it. But... first thing we need to do is get... I can crush it... It'll just push it around though, and you can't crush stuff in the steam because they'll just go and stand over here. You know? Like, they'll only crush if there's nowhere for them to go. It depends how much there is, I guess. There's not loads. We could maybe try it. It only moves if it can merge with another tile. Let's try. Let's give this a go. What are you up to, oxygen? Is there... oh, actually, no, we need to do... look at the kilos of oxygen that we've got in here. Yeah, no, we've got a lot of oxygen. So we're going to need to do it anyway. Unfortunately. Yeah. Gas pump for the oxygen. Choose a blueprint. Oh, there's some grubfruit preserve here. If we don't want any of these duplicates, we will send that to the other asteroid. Just a stack, maybe. O2 normally floats. It appears to be beneath the steam. Yes. Does seem to be lighter than oxygen. I'm not on the test branch, but it definitely seems to be lighter than oxygen. Decorating. Right, let's take this grubfruit to the other one. Do we want it on the other one? Let's have a look. Do we want the grubfruit over here? When we have 52,000 calories. Maybe we don't want the grubfruit here? Quite frankly. Oh, I need an incubator. Or two, so that I can not run out of hatches. I might put it back on the other one because their fridge is a bit better, frankly. I am not on the test branch now. Right, there we go. Grubfruit for you lot. Whatever, we're just going to pump this out and cope with it. I can't be bothered to faff. We're definitely not using a mini pump. We will have to use a little bit of steel. Well, I mean, we could not. Because if this melts, I don't really care. No, it's going to melt straight away though, isn't it? That's the problem. It's going to melt straight away. It's already too hot in there, so it's going to have to be steel. Sad times. I'm just going to pump it up here. Whatever. Whatever. How's the pressure up here? I can probably just use a normal vent. Oh, let's speed up a little bit and get the duplicates to come and do that. We are going to want some more water in all of this, but we will wait until we can fit this in. Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to provide power to this stuff. So, hopefully we've made some copper. We have. Lovely. Excuse me. Hang on. I'm sneezy. We'll see how that goes. Maybe sneezy again in a minute. There you go. And then we'll, once we've got, is we forming, this is a chlorine tile. But all the other water tiles are pushing up, so I reckon we should be able to shift that one out the way once we get some gases loose. We might brick that. We might be able to just brick that. Just for a second. Build a little brick there. Let's see if we can just destroy this chlorine tile. Yeah. How did that work? Yes, it did. Right, let's deconstruct that again. Excellent. So now we actually have a little liquid lock here. The test branch has oxygen lighter than steam. Confirmed oxygen in Oni is all free radicals. Oh, I know what we haven't built that we will need to build before we seal this up is actually a pipe for this water to go somewhere. Which it does lead us to the where do we want this water to go. I think we're going to drop it in here into our water tank. These seem to be doing fine, so we're not going to do anything with this. How is the base doing? It doesn't seem too cold, so I'm literally just going to drop it down. What is this? Ah, of course, because we're venting steam. Well, we're going to have to vent... what do you mean cold damage? Oh, it's because we're having some state change. That's fine. You just need to get this little bit of oxygen out. And then we can stop this nonsense. Thank you. I mean, I say little bit. It is quite a lot of oxygen, to be fair. It is quite a lot of oxygen. I know. But it needs to come out. And then actually we've got a liquid lock, so we can get in here. Is that it? Steam, 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 steam. It is. Right. Let's deconstruct this. I would also like to, that's what we'll do, we'll sever the power here. So we can also deconstruct this. Is it your fault? I mean, that's possible. They do definitely pay attention to those sorts of things. But, you know. I mean, Casonic One, I think, was suggesting that it might be their fault that they fixed food in a vacuum. Because after they initially changed it and food in a vacuum still worked, Casonic One was like, but it wouldn't be deep frozen. I think they submitted a bug report and were saying that, oops, that might be them that did that. I know what you've done. Cancel. I know what you've done. Deconstruct layers. You what names? Well, if you want it correct, we should have partial pressures of mixed gases and STAM, at least according to IAWPS 97, and I would get below 1 frames per second. Mixed gases and steam, yes. Seems fair. What are we deconstructing here? Not the tile. Well, that's alright then. Excellent. So a little bit of unexpected liquid lock has allowed us to get our lovely steel pump out of here after all, which is nice. I don't know about you, but I'm pleased about that news. We do still need to decide where we are taking this water though. There's no point making water if then we don't do anything with it. Well, also this won't work if we don't do something with the water, frankly. No, I don't really want it that close to this other pipe, probably. Why isn't anything happening here? Are you full? No, we're just directing all of the water into the because we're getting mixed waters, so it's not really backing up into the what's it. Fair enough. Into the metal refinery. That is the word I was looking for. Or phrase, I suppose. Name? Whatever. I mean, let's not mess about. We'll just build a big pipe. Right. Big pipe. What? Have I just built this out of iron? Why in God's name would I want to build it out of iron? Build it out of cobalt. There we go. So that's what we're going to do with our clean water. Excellent. You can be steam. Now, all of this is cleaned out, so we can build some... not plastic tiles, that's going to go very badly. Some diamond tiles. Yeah, plastic tiles would be bad. I don't think we need any liquid naphtha in here. I don't think that's going to help out our cool steam vent taming, to be honest. So we'll get the duplicants to do that. And then we can actually do research again. Because, in fact, the thing that is holding us back from research is not this, where there are 5,000 rad bolts. It is the fact that we don't have any clean water to put in the supercomputer. Quite frankly. So that should help us out with the science. Drecos are going well. How much plastic do we have now? 3.5 tons of plastic. And we haven't even managed to put any plastic Drecos in our breeding ranch yet. So that's pretty good. Well, I think it's pretty good. I sort of feel that things are starting to come along. It's still quite minimal. But yes, as I say, I was watching the very beginning of the swamp start while I was doing some YouTube stuff last night. And we've actually come a really long way. This is actually a really long way. It just doesn't always feel like it because we've had some slow going. I'm checking the actual molecular masses of things, and if oxygen was the right density in Oni, then natural gas would float above it. I mean, oxygen is quite dense, isn't it? In general. You're not a big fan of plastic Draco, Kinuswati. I am using them in this because of the additional difficulties of having to pipe the oil back from the other planet and all of that. So I don't mind plastic Dracos. It is always a little bit of a faff to get this up and running, but... Oh, no automation wire connected. Is that so? That's not a thing we need to happen. Let's have an automation wire there. Also welcome in today, Konu Suwati. Hope you are well and having a lovely day. Ooh. You there? Above. Thank you. What do you mean the current ambient pressure? You're a hydro sensor. Why do you care about the current ambient pressure? You're hot. Fair enough. Summer is over here. We have now entered flood season, apparently. As far as I can tell. Had to get up today. Like, the first thing I had to do when I got up is close my windows because the rain was coming inside the house. Which I don't know about you, but I'm not necessarily a huge fan of. That's not really where the rain is supposed to be. Now. Okay, that's how we'll do that. Steel door? Yes. This is if it is below 95, open the door. Yes? Oh, you don't have power. Nuts. It's still dry up here. No, it is certainly not dry down here. Dry would not even be close to what it is, Casa. Yes. Yeah, no, we're I'm both north of the river, which floods a lot less, KJ, and I am actually reasonably high for London. So no, there is no problem of me flooding, but it is chucking it down. Oh no, it might have stopped chucking it down again for a minute, but as I say, I did have to stop the rain coming in the house this morning, which is never ideal. So, hang on, have I set this right? When you are below 95, yes, then don't bleed the heat out. It's only when it goes above 95 that I want that door closed so we can bleed the heat out of here. Lovely. I mean, sometimes it takes the duplicants a long time. Are you doing something else, duplicants? What are you doing? Cooking? Do you want to put those in the actual fridge? Oh, the fridge is full. Well, that's the thing. We're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. We're going to make some... We're going to make some industry. We're going to make proper industry over here. Not a massive one. Because we might not need to make as much power. Although I haven't got loads of room for power. Maybe I should switch these into the actual pyramids. Yeah, just to save a little bit of space and we can fit a bit more power in. We'll see. Right, you've built that. Lovely. Next. Another set of diamond tiles here, thank you. Oh, we're going to crush that water. That's such a shame. Hang on. Let's, instead of crushing that water, let's push that water into here. Don't want to crush that water. We would be much better served using that water in this than crushing it. Are you overpressurizing? Because you shouldn't be. Why are you overpressurizing? Oh, because we're not cooling it. That's why they're overpressurizing. That is why. Fair enough. Printables. Let's have a look. They really want us to have some plug sluglets. Cooking, suit wearing, tidying, supplying, researching and ranching. No, thank you. No. These are not the duplicates I require. Right, so we've done this. Lovely. Let's build another one of these up here. And we can actually put this back on the correct thing now. What we might well have to do is just dribble some water along the top here just to shove out the gases once we've finished in this. Hello, ohms. Lovely. Can you please do this one too? Yeah, we'll just we might deconstruct the steam turbines just so we can drip some water into all of this. What is the purpose of the glass tiles in the cool steam vent room? Okay, purple mix. This is a fairly simple cool steam vent in there. So it's not self-powered. It doesn't cool your water very much, but it essentially, the whole purpose of this system is it will allow your cool steam vent to always produce water. So that's the purpose of it. We're only cooling it enough and taking out enough water that the cool steam vent never overpressurizes. The way it works is this. So, like always in Oni, what we need to do is move some heat from one place to another. And then we've got the steam turbine to delete it. So if you left this, it would get too hot in here. So the steam would never turn to water, you could never get the water out. That's why it was overpressurizing earlier when I was saying it shouldn't. What these are for is to provide controllable cooling. So we're going to fill this aquatuner loop. If you have a look at the pipe overlay, you can see this aquatuner has a loop that goes through this little pool here. Oh, I've put the thermosensor in the wrong place. Chat. I've put the thermosensor in the wrong place. It doesn't matter, actually. It's going to be fun. Ish. Theoretically, you should have the thermosensor here, but whatever. It will actually be fine. This is going to be a little store of cold. Yeah? So we're going to chill this down to like 10 or quite cold. And then what happens is that diamond tiles conduct heat very well. That's why we've got these diamond tiles here. But this mechanized airlock, while it is open, this is a vacuum. So none of the heat from in there can pass into the cold here. When we close this, then we have a full conductive surface, so the heat from here will get bled out into there. Yeah? And that's what the tiles are for. If you have further questions, do ask. But yeah, it's as simple as that. You have diamond window tiles because they transfer heat very well. You use a mechanized airlock because they are vacuums when they're open, but conductive when they're closed. I'm snapping a couple of photos so you can replicate. Absolutely. So this is, if you were doing it properly, turn your aquatuner around the other way and put your thermosensor here. So have it enter from the thermosensor side and put your thermosensor here. Yeah? I mean, this will be fine. It's not so finicky that you need to worry. But, that's a way of doing it that is a bit better than the way I have done it. Right. We now need... The goals are to never overpressurize the vent as well as to pump out the cool water. Indeed, except the water is not cool. The water is going to be hot. The water is going to be 95 degrees. So that's one of the things about this, is you don't get cool water out of it. You get hot water. So you need to be in a position where you don't have to worry about the fact that you've got 95 degrees sea water. And the main goal, yes, Kaylee, is to not overpressurize the vent. So you continually produce that water. Which is why you need to be able to condense the steam and pump out the water. Now, because I'm not going to actually brick that in, that's quite a bit of... we're going to do it from the top. The aqua tuner doesn't give more cooling power than getting things to 95 degrees C. I mean, it can do. It can do. But, it's not... I don't think it's super worthwhile. You can cool it down more. We can try. Let's see if we try and cool it down more. Oh, nuts. Hang on. Cancel that. Cancel. Let's deconstruct a couple of these because we need to get in there. We can't have stuff in there. Yes, we do want to cancel that pipe. Sweep this at a 9. We can't have this stuff here. Thank you. No stuff. Right. You can cool it in another place. That is also true. Konaswati. I mean, presumably it isn't free to cool it further. I just don't know what drawback to look at. Yeah, it's power costs, I think. This one isn't because it's not self-powered or anything like that. I think it's to minimize power costs. Why has the power gone off as a point of interest? Oh, because you don't have a tile to stand on, so you're not working. Okay, that's fine. I now understand why it's gone off. Right. Yeah. This will be fine. You have done that, so that's lovely. If all you're doing is using the water for electrolyzers, it's more efficient to just cool the oxygen afterwards. Absolutely. I mean, we're just going to store it and use it for science, mostly. Because I'm not actually going to use the clean water for anything in particular, apart from a bit of science, I don't really mind that it's warm. I suppose we might use it for some crops later, at which point we might care, but... again, we can worry about that at the time. Chat is correct that you can, you know, you can work it out later. So, why is your game corrupted? Did your mod break things? You're just having a little Japan kick there, Danish. Right, we need to get some of this water. Let's try this way. We'll dig out some of this and see if we can get some. Japan is in a very interesting position. I mean, that's fair, absolutely. So I'm just going to put some water in here so that we can clean out the gases, because we can shove the gases up. Dig this up. Duplicants. I wonder if we should clean this. Maybe we should clean up some of the oxygen. I do kind of like my blue oasis base though. Neo? Are you going to be able to get out of there? Yes. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, Japan is certainly a very interesting nation, both in real life and in gaming. I just want to mop this stuff. That's what I'm attempting to do here. I'm just attempting to dig out enough that I can mop this. Then we'll need to figure out a way to get in here and free this water. Stop. Go on, get it, get it, get it, got it. Oh, no, I only got a tiny bit. Damn it. You really want the oxygen to be heavier than steam. They said that they were making the oxygen heavier than steam, didn't they? Oh no, they just said they were changing the molar mass. Maybe they don't care. Oh, I missed it. No. Tired of doing things that will help the people, and I'm ready to conquer places. I mean, have you really been helping the people? Right, we're going to use a little, you can go away. Let's deconstruct you. We're going to build this back in, because we're going to use a pump. I'm done with this now. I've tried to do it the simple way, but now we're just going to use a pump. We could use a, we could use clean water in the loop as well, which we might well do, because that will allow us to fill the loop too. You love building factories. Oh, and making lots of jobs. Fair enough. Right. We are gonna... Is this... Oh, it doesn't matter that that's steel. We're gonna delete it in a minute anyway. So, we are gonna do two things here. Which is we're gonna have a pipe, and we're gonna use this water here to bridge onto this loop. And then we're additionally going to use it to bridge into here. We'll have to build some ladders or something. No, that's fine. Cancel. Hello, Neo. Welcome in today. I'm, as ever, doing things in a potentially arse-backwards fashion. Because it is day of the week ending in Y. Now, well, you're going to need a tile there, so we can give you a little insulated tile to stand on. To make you happy. Please sweep up all this stuff. I hope you are having a good day. Have we run out of copper? Can I build something else of copper so I can check whether we've run out? We haven't run out. They're just being a bit slow. Sandstone. Are we building the pipes of sandstone again? Good grief. We are. So, I'm fairly certain that Oni used to default back to, like when you loaded a game, it would keep your default building materials from before you saved it. But now it seems to default back to the beginning of stuff all the time, so it keeps trying to build me pipes out of of sandstone and stuff. Am I mistaken? Has anyone else noted this? Am I just being insane? Because there definitely seems to be something weird going on with that. Are you switching between the planets? I notice it happens when I do that. Oh, that might be it. Absolutely, because certainly I am switching between the planets on a fairly regular basis. Ah. Well, enjoy going to war with the Entente, the Danish nerd. Sounds like a very sensible move by the Philippines. Can we build this bit of wire? You troublesome duplicants. It's so nice to be able to build steam turbines. There you go. I might leave this open just for a second as well, so that we can shove some gas out this way. I don't want you to come on, so whatever you're doing, go the other way. So there you go, you see this is the cooling loop. I mean, where would the fun in playing Hearts of Iron 4 be if all your enemies just shut up and lay down? Oh. How do I feel about Liam? Chat? Plus 11 ranching with exosuits. Narcoleptic and building impaired. I mean, the building impaired is not ideal, but doesn't really matter. The narcoleptic is a bit annoying. But we do need to replace the duplicants that we sent to the other planet at some point. Sounds good. Narco, just don't give them a sleep schedule. They'll get a debuff then from never having a bed. Because they don't get the slept on the floor bad back if they get +2 athletics from the skill. Ah, that's true. I might well give them a sleep schedule anyway, but I think they're not bad at all. Let's check that we do genuinely need Liam before. See, we sent Marie over, so yes, I think we have Afra, Barney, and Amelia here, and Amelia's only a farmer, doesn't do any ranching, because Amelia is also a scientist. So I think, yes, I think Liam. I don't think narcoleptic is that bad, to be honest. I know some people really hate it, but I'm not convinced that narcoleptic is genuinely that bad. Let's choose Liam here. Come on, Liam. We like you. I mean, Liam does also have 2 positives, it's worth noting, so there's that too. You can have some improved farming. I mean, theoretically, you can go outside straight away. We need to... Where have we got unassigned cots? Because we can't have you choosing the one under the light. Here you go, Liam. Ah, yes. No, diggers, it can be very bad on. That is definitely true. We're going to assign Liam a cot, just because I don't want them to take Marie's cot. And wind up sleeping under the light. Annabelle, you don't appear to have ever had any things. Liam, you're a farming rancher. Don't do that. You two don't do this. Oh, Liam can't go out, actually. They're auto set to not go out. We'll find you something to do now, Liam. Hang on. Let's put you on a schedule. Not with Afra. Where can we put you? Marie, Annabelle. You can come down here with nails. Why not? But actually, we can let you straight out because you have the exosuits. So you can immediately go out. I mean, Nails doesn't have to because they're on the other planet. Cool. Right, we need to build this back in. And all we can do is we just want to get the tiniest film of water just across here, just so it pushes the gases out. As I say, this isn't the perfect design, but it'll be fine. Whatever. Nearly there. Water in that one, water in this one. So we just need you to get over there. Don't want to shove this chlorine out? We can help you with that. How about we, this tile here, deconstruct it, and we'll build in some tiles over here. While you're doing it, I don't want to pressurize this too much, so if we can stop for 1 second. There we go. Right. Sweep that up. You can go. Oh, actually, no. Don't go. We can use you to get rid of all of this. Which we'll do now. Which we can do by you come all the way over here and just join into that. Yeah? That will be completely fine. Let's have a look at these bridges. You bridge get deconstructed. You can get deconstructed as well. Excellent. Right, build that back in. Don't you dare fall in there. I'll be mad about it. Good. So yeah, we'll just put this water into our tank, since I've got a pump here anyway. We'll probably move it down here in due course. In fact, should we do that now? There you go. We'll also need to dig these two out. Don't you have that made, which makes it... No, I don't have that mod. The clean drop mod. I do not have that mod. I don't know, it felt kind of cheaty. Because I don't know why. You know how we've talked about it before, how there are just some things that don't feel quite right. Even though you do other things that are just as cheaty. Something about that mod always makes me feel that it's not quite right. What's going on with this? Oh, it's just because they're building stuff. No, that's fine then. Yeah, you go back that way. Like Pliers, way too cheaty, but it's so good. Absolutely. Right, we are going to set this to like 15 degrees. Because we're using clean water in the loop. So, we definitely don't want it to drop below freezing point. Is this set correctly? Yes. I wouldn't mind if the mid-pliers required deep interaction like plumbing does. I mean, I would. That would definitely break a lot of the cheaty things that I like to do with pliers. Quite frankly. What do you reckon the temperature is in here? Only 73? Oh, yeah. Nematrek! I hate you so much. Why are you telling me this now? It's fine. It'll be fine. Not a great believer that the temp shift plates are super necessary. But yes, I did forget the temp shift plates. I wonder if there's a way to get in. There probably, like, kind of is. So if we come in there, and we come in here. Let the water from it act as a liquid lock. What, on this side? I was sort of wondering if, like, let's show you what I was thinking. If I dig these two out, or maybe not even that one. If I dig that one out, and then, like, these two. Alright, Nematrek. Hi, Kasukin. Welcome in today. So Nematrek has redeemed the in real life word ban. Let me find my clock. Just before I do it, I'm going to go and get another drink and maybe take my jumper off because it's hotter than I imagined it would be. And then we'll do the thing. Give me 1 second. Hello, Pants. Hello, Kasukin. Right. Timer. Oh, awesome, Pants. I'm glad to hear that you've got the Wi-Fi password at the office. Right, 5-minute timer. Not saying the dreaded word. Off we go. So, let's hope for the best with this. If it doesn't work, we're just gonna fix it. Whatever. We're just gonna use some granite temp shift plates. We don't need to have very super exciting ones. They will be fine. Where is the granite on this list? Game, please. There we go. Right. You know what? Let's cancel all of these. Let's not even build so many. Don't need it near the edge. We'll just put them in there. What if we close that door? I'd like to turn you off, to be honest. Deconstruct this one. It might not be perfect. No, you see, if we deconstruct that one, it's going to let it in. That's not what I want to happen. We can deconstruct this one. This one's probably better. Let's cancel these. It will let a tiny bit of this, but this is like the easiest water to refill. Oh, you can get deconstructed. Speaking of deconstructed things. Right. You can get down there, yes. Let's do some sweeping. Oh, of course it did. Below, turn on if it's below minus 200. That should keep it off for a minute. Sweep this up. There we go. This is actually currently working. I don't know whether it's going to continue to be a liquid lock here, but so far, so good. In theory, there's nothing to break it. Oh, is that because of the vacuum back here? Yeah, well, I mean, who knows what the jeeps will do. Oh, you see, that's a way to break it. Oh, no, it's still going okay. Excellent. You're doing very well, duplicants. You're doing very well. You carry on with this. I'm very impressed. We've had a lot of climbing in machines to fix things. I mean, considering we climbed into the Rodriguez to expand it out, we have had an awful lot of climbing in machines to fix them. Which is quite fun. Yes, very well done. You deserve a little clap. Fix those up for us. But yes, you absolutely deserve a little clap, duplicants. And you managed to do that without making a mess. And look, we're even managing to do some research now because we're providing water. I mean, Ada, you don't get to clap just because you put some water in the... just because you put something in the tile. Or maybe you were clapping the research. Excellent. Excellent, duplicants. This is the most efficient I think I've ever seen them be. Quite frankly. Look at all this reed fibre, chap. We have 95 units of reed fibre. 5.1 tons of plastic. Drecos are very powerful. Cool. Fixed. Without saying steam. Well, that's cool. I'm happy about that. Right, so if you are above 15 degrees, turn on. If you are below 95... Below? Hang on. Yeah, open the door. Then when it gets above 95, close the door. Oh right, we were doing that. We were doing that. Cool. Well, that's pretty good. We'll use this to pump out the rest of the water here, and that'll be done. Drecos are carrying on merrily. Let's have a quick look at the other planet. We've been ignoring them. They are building up quite a lot of food over here, but that's fine. How are you all getting on? I see we haven't managed to pump out all of this, to the surprise of no one. Oh, So they've laid a molten lava egg. That's just going to make stuff more complicated, thanks. So we'll see how that goes. Right, I would like you to build this. In fact, cancel that. Dig that so you can build that from underneath. Let's get them to seal this back in as best we can. Don't know why you all decided to move down here, slicksters, but whatever. Whatever this is, get it swept up. And this. Don't want any stuff in here. No stuff. Thanks. Well, you could mop that. You know, you could mop that. Wow, this poke shell's not doing very well. I wonder why it has severe wounds. We're gonna build this? Maybe? At some point? Excellent. That's it. Right. Let's build that. We can build this. We can build this. Every now and again a random critter would get hurt. I mean, the poke shells attack other critters. So that definitely can be a thing. Oh, maybe it fought with... there were some hatches up here. It might have murdered all the hatches, but got damaged in the doing thereof. Because if they're angry, they will kill other critters. Yeah, that sounds possible. And the hatches were grown, so the hatches may have fought back against the poke shell. Yeah, the problem is I can't build that one. I'd like to build that one, but I can't. We'd have to build it from... I don't know how we'd build it, actually. Just drop a smooth hatch. The poke shell will quickly regret being angry. I mean, we could let this little bit of... No, we don't want to let this chlorine in here. We've got enough problems. Alright, so we're just going to let you carry on with this. I'm not really massively bothered. I think we might do some industry over this side. I mean, do we need to do any industry? Is chlorine really a problem? Possibly not. Cooking, suit wearing... No, I don't want any of you. Let's take some barbecue. Possibly not, Nematrek. We'll have a look at it in a minute. Okay. What do I want to do? Oh, I kind of want to tame that sulfur geyser, which we should theoretically be able to do now. How are we doing for sulfur? As a point of interest, have I got it? I haven't. But we do have about 12 tons here. But I would probably like to tame that sulfur geyser, which we do have the stuff to do. The only thing is we could probably do with putting our dupes in a suit. I don't know, is this on? Yeah, it's idle. Remind me to keep checking this. Once it goes dormant, I want to build this. That's one of the things I want to do. So we need to keep checking this liquid sulfur geyser. And as soon as it goes dormant, we want to come over and do the thing for it. Is that Puff still living in space? Oh no, apparently the Pufflet Prince did not successfully survive space. He should have dropped some meat somewhere. Oh, we would have picked it up if it dropped meat, wouldn't we? Well, if it was somewhere we could get to it. Let's have a look at the gases in here. You know, you see there's still all this polluted oxygen. Sulfur has so little heat. You just opened yours. I want to build a tamer though. What am I doing? Right. We've done all of this. So that definitely means it's time we need to think about science. It's time for science. Time for rockets. Right. Given that it's time for rockets, can I get to this through a vacuum somewhere? Gases, thanks. This one. So we could make a ladder down here and dig this one out. Wasn't there another one? There's one here. Make a ladder down here. Dig that one out. Any more spore kids? I'm getting impatient, can you tell? There's 2 in that pocket, by the way. Yes, that's fine. If they're in the same pocket, I'm not bothered. What I'm interested in is whether we can see any that aren't these 3. We can have a look at the thing. 1, 2, 3. There's none over here. There's none up here. I don't think that's actually there's actually any over this side at all. Nope. What's this? It's just some polluted dirt. Cool. Okay. Right. We're gonna do a thing. Let's pray to God it works. We need to mop this oil at a 9. Can we mop this oil at a 9 as well? And all the oil in here. Thanks. And then we should be able to dump that oil somewhere. Come on then, duplicants. Let's do some stuff. There are loads and loads of slicksters. I mean, do we need to? They've mopped up contaminated oil before. Actually, the contaminated oil is dying on the containers. Look. Some of these containers had, oh, it might be because it's in, had zombie spores. And now they don't. You just want me to build it to contaminate. Apparently it spills water all over the floor though. I was briefly excited to use one in the last run through. But then everyone was like, nah, it just spits out dirty water all over the floor. Like, you can't even pipe it. Which seemed rubbish to me. Are there even any... Oh, not in this bit. We just want to get rid of this bit so that we don't, spill this oil down here. This is the wrong view, but... yeah, so there's some zombie spores here. Takes 10 seconds to refill. Wow. So much rubbish. Can we dig this up? They might do it easier if we tell them to dig there. What is this? See, look, now it's in the bloody atmosphere. Oh, it's in chlorine though, so it should die, I guess. It's in the chlorine. Yeah, it should die, I guess. It does seem to be dying. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's see if we can get this bit to die. Yeah, it looks like. Cool. Rip zombie spores. Absolutely, that's what we like to see. Oh, we've got another lot here now. But yeah. Seems to be doing a pretty good job of murdering them. So we'll clean this little bit out and then we can go down here. Oh, this one doesn't... Have we not even got any in the crude oil? No, this one's fine. Cool. And then we can just dig this place out. That'll be exciting. Yeah, it seems to release the spores when we dig it up, which is quite interesting. But the chlorine seems to be doing a pretty good job of murdering them. There are some little Are you gonna let them access the next ladder? Not until I don't keep finding a stray germ. Right. We seem to have killed all the stray germs. So now they can access the next ladder. That's what I was waiting for. Because now we should be completely germ-free down here. I've taken to putting slime in there and letting zombie spores and slime lung fight it out. I mean, that is a way to do it, certainly. Oh, apparently my hatches here have been having sage hatches. Do you accept new types? No, you don't. You should accept new types. We don't want sage hatches in here either. What do you mean there are only 5 critters? There were 8 in here. They must have died off. I think I saw some wild ones that we could wrangle. There's one. Oh, I don't want to wrangle the poke shells. Let's cancel that wrangle. There's a couple of hatches here that we can wrangle up. Any guess what that geyser is? So, no. The reason we don't know is because we were only guaranteed 2 non-oil well geysers, and we've already found them. So it's either going to be another liquid sulfur, or it's going to be another natural gas. Either of which I'd be relatively happy with, to be honest. But we don't know which. This is 9. Do this. Kaylee. 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 What building is broken? Why? I mean, that'll be cold damage, but like, you shouldn't... I did, but then I changed it. It should only go to 15. Let's turn it to 20. But yes, that should not, in fact, have happened. But we can get in here. If we deconstruct that and deconstruct this. Oh, it holds the packet when you turn it off. Nice. That's completely unhelpful. Let's deconstruct this and we'll reconstruct it. Does that mean all the water's... Oh, it does. Right. You there. Oh, there's plenty. It's fine. We can refill it now. I don't want to smooth out the temperature. Or do you always need a liquid reservoir now? Oh, to smooth out the temperature. Oh, that should be fine. Sweep this, please. I mean, I've got zombie spores on the other planet I'm supposed to be paying attention to. And you people are distracting me with ridiculous aquatuna nonsense. Oh, they can't get in there. That wasn't very bright. Hang on. Do I want it there? If I build it here, they can stand in there and demolish that one. Yeah, no, that's the one I want. Right. Cancel this. Ridiculous aquatuna nonsense. Sounds like something a Doctor Who would say. Hello, Fire. Welcome in. I hope you are having a great day. Vacuum, that's fine. Right, you. Very good. I am glad. So rebuild this pipe. I told you it was a day of breaking into machines. Oh, well, I'm slightly less happy. Come on, you can do it, dupes. Let's get there and fix this, and we can seal all this back up before you break it. Oh, you've let the gas in, haven't you, somehow? Nuts. Right. Oh, well, we'll just create some, I mean, I usually read it plenty behind Nemetrek. I mean, it shouldn't be able to, like, be that nuts, I would have thought. But we will, by all means, in a liquid reservoir will solve both problems. We could just build one here. It would be easily done. To be fair, that is an easy solution. They let the gas in here. Look, there's chlorine in here, for which I am pretty aggravated. Let's build this. Let's build. Cobalt will be fine. Let's put it here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. There we go. Will it? Oh, I'm just going to shove it out. It'll be fine. You do it all the time with CO2. That's interesting. I don't know if I'm a... Alright then, we'll take Nemetrek's word for it. And then this time if we have to break back in here, it's absolutely Nemetrek's fault. I'd like everyone to remember that. Oh, I've got this backwards. The key is to have a lot more steam than CO2. Fair enough. Right, hang on. Yes, I have this backwards. How are we going to do this? I think we're going to do it like this, which is we're going to build a liquid bridge just here into the input, and then you are going to join this there. And this is going to become... Oh no, we can't have a liquid bridge there. Fuck. Right, hang on. Hang on. We're going to do that. Now you're at war with 3 of the world's great powers fleet-wise. I mean, you have some funny ideas about what's fun there, Danish. I have to tell you. Come on then, you lot. Let's get this fixed. What is this bridge made out of? No, hang on. I can't even look at the bridge. Bridge. Properties, obsidian. Lovely. Right, hang on, you. Hang about, you. That. And, that. Thanks. This might fall in here and annoy me, but it won't be the end of the world. Right, so we have some, how does it work, Ensign? Right. So, where is cooling system? Cooling system is here. Aquatuner, which we need to turn on. So if it's below, let's do 20 degrees. Okay. No, if it's above 20 degrees, turn on. So, Aquatuner's here. Cools this pool of water here. And, this cooling and this heat can exchange when this door is closed. So, if it gets too hot in here, the thermosensor closes this door. Like that. And the heat exchanges. So, essentially, it bleeds heat out of here into this. And then that heat is deleted by the steam turbine, which allows you to continually produce water in here, which you can pump out. That is how it works. Let's have a look at our printables. What have we got today? Building, decorating, and farming. I don't think so. Decorating, digging, and doctoring, which, although entertainingly all the D's, it particularly goes with diver's lungs. I would like if Gossman had a D negative as well. I don't know if there is a D negative, but if there is. And rocketry and doctoring. So we don't want any of these. We'll take some brine. Thanks. We're not doing any research. But from which material is built pump? The pump is steel. It doesn't have to be. If you have gold amalgam will be absolutely fine. But I don't have any gold amalgam, so my pump is steel. If you had gold amalgam on your map, you can use gold amalgam in here. It will be no worries at all, Ensign. But yeah, as I say, I just don't have any, so I had to use steel. Not perfect, but that's what I've got. So the World War is starting then, Danish. That's what you're telling me. How are we getting on here? We're going alright. Look at this. We've got an actual pool of water for the first time in God knows how long. Okay. So, now that we've fixed this, we can go back to... Have you dug this up? You have. Do we have any germs down here? 0 germs. Chat. We have success. We have a nice, clean oil biome. How are we doing with the crappy gases? Right. I no longer care about the crappy gases. You can stop worrying about this. They'll all pressurize however they like in due course. Ooh, let's have a look and find out. Yeah. It's a sulfur geyser. Look, you can see the corner. But we'll dig it out and check. But it is an extra sulfur geyser. For sure. Yeah, they can go. We can deconstruct these power wires. Because we don't need them anymore. Which makes me want to consider getting rid of this coal completely. We can also deconstruct these gas pipes. And these ones. And this. Food? What's food? Oh, sulfur. Try to set the bigger priority on geyser. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I don't bother using the priority trick. I mean, I've got plenty of people to dig in. But yes, I know how to do the priority trick. Thank you, Insum. Yes, liquid sulfur. As discussed, it's more exciting to dig it out. I like to dig it out, but it's not, you know. As we always say, it's one of those things where some people like to do the priority trick, and in the end, who really cares which way you do it? Whichever way works for you is completely fine. Right, it is time to demolish the rest of this. Essentially, duplicants. It's time to just demolish this. Thanks. When you don't have the digging skill, this is useful. Yes, absolutely, Ansem. I don't think I've ever bothered, but you definitely can do. Certainly I can imagine situations in which I'd want to. I just haven't. Igneous, right. As I say, it's time to demolish the oil biome. You can all go. Nobody cares about you. And then we can start. Now, we are going to need some water. That is what we're going to use that water for. You know that water that we've just gone to all the trouble of making? We are going to use it to power some of our oil wells. It's not going to be enough. I don't think. And this won't be enough water to power oil wells. What? Who let brine in here? Can we mop it? Oh, nuts. There's got to be some brine ice that melted. That's a bit annoying. Well, whatever. Can we please sweep this out? Because apparently there might be things that we don't want in it. Cheers, duplicates. But yes, we can definitely use some of this to... How much oil do you plan to use? You only need 10 kilograms per second. You only need 3 kilograms per second of water. Oh, that's true, isn't it? It's because I usually use polluted water and filter it. So I'm usually like, oh, I need a full thing. Yeah, we might have enough. Not quite, but it won't be too bad. Because this only gives us 1.3. kilograms per second of water. You need a full vent. You always need a full vent for everything. What the... How is there brine in here? Chat. Chat! Do you see this? Bottle emptier? I mean... Oh. I mean, that doesn't really explain how it got all the way in there. I'm surprised this one's still on. That explains how it's in here. Doesn't explain how it's in here. I mean, the liquid lock is shut. The brine went through the sieve and into the electrolyzers. Yes, but how did it get in the sieve? Oh, this way. I see. I see where it got in the sieve. Yes. Yes, I see where it got in the sieve. God damn you. Right. Well, this is going to be a pain, isn't it? How are we going to clean... Because now I can't use the liquid lock. Well, we can. We'll just let it in. Alright, come here, you lot. We need to get in this again. I told you, it's a whole day for pumping into, yes, breaking into machines. That is what we're going to be doing today. Breaking into all the machines ever. Why do you use brine liquid locks? Because I had brine lying around. Is the answer. There's a very simple answer. It's that I had some. Cancel that one. They need to stand there. Can you jump down there? You can't. What if I build a ladder in there? Can you jump down there then? If I build a ladder there... I don't think they can. I think we need to deconstruct this for a second. The day of entering machines. I'll be setting up a petroleum boiler tomorrow then. Well, maybe. I mean, we do have minor volcanoes, and hopefully by tomorrow we'll have some oil. So we could do. We'll set it up today and then we'll have to go back in it tomorrow. Yeah, no, that's also possible. Nematrek. Have you mopped this stuff? You have mopped this stuff. You're supposed to be putting the brine down here. Out the way. Damn you. Right. Get with the mopping, duplicants. I thought I'd cleared all the, Do you have a tidying dupe? I mean, my dupes don't have loads to do. They'll be fine. We have base dupes that have tidying and stuff like that set higher. So the doctors and stuff like that are all prioritised for that. So if there isn't research... Actually, the researchers, Chthonic one, you've been let off the hook with this. You should also be prioritising... these things. Do we have anyone? Yeah. When you are not researching, you should be doing these things too. But yes, as you can see, cooks, doctors, decorators, though our cooks are our decorators, so we don't have spare decorators. But yeah, cooks, doctors, decorators, science, all gets set to that. You love and hate how a small mistake can become a disaster. Absolutely. It is the only way. It is absolutely the only way. How are we getting on here? Fine. How are we getting on with the gases in here? Still going alright. Well done, gases. You're doing very well. Give me 1 second, chat. I will be right back. Well, you can watch them shift the stuff out of here. How are we getting on? They haven't finished yet. Come on, duplicants. What are you doing? I suppose they can't target the thing very regularly. We can deconstruct that while you're waiting. That's it. Can you pick up? Oh, nearly. Nearly. Is there anything up here? No. Well, it's not too bad. In the great scheme of electrolyzer mess-ups, it's not the end of the world. Oh, this has gone dormant. Immediately we finished, which is pretty standard. Let's get rid of those. Alright then, Ada. Excellent. Sweep. Pump. Come on, duplicants, where are you? Here we go. Well done, Neo. Excellent. Right, build this, please. And then we can seal it up and be done. I mean, I would say, Nematrek, that your level of fun in having to break into all of your builds again might vary. I think it's entirely reasonable to suggest that not everyone will have loads of fun when stuff keeps breaking. I think it's actually one of the limiting factors of the popularity of the game, if you see what I mean. Somebody made some ice here. Can we not have ice there? You know, some people will just find that too annoying. Liam has a skill point. Excellent, Liam. You can have some more critter ranching and be a bit more useful. Do we actually need anyone else to have skill points? Does anyone remember if we're in fact done? Ada? I mean, we could give you lot skill points. I'm not sure I'm ready to massively branch out into them having like double skills and stuff. Our food isn't that amazing. No, everyone else is fine, so it's just Liam, really. Oh, well, it's probably the people on the other planet as well. Nails probably needs some skill points. Kaylee, yeah, we're going to leave Kaylee like that. Marie, you're fine. I mean, you could have the extra grilling, but we've got Nails here to be a cook. So, Nails, you can have that. Danish, you are done. Excellent. Excellent. Right, how are we doing with bashing this up for fun and profit? I tell you what, that's I am excellent. You are done, yes, Danish. It took us a while to get you fully skilled, but now you are a very worthwhile member of the colony. What's going on? Printables? We'll have a look now. Give me a second. Let's just set all of this to dig. I need to go drink something. You do that, Danish. We'll see you again in a minute. Right, let's have a look at these printables. What have we got here? Choose a blueprint. Wow. Building impaired plus 12 digging, so that's not a thing. A mouth-breathing, loud sleeping cook. Or a rancher with critter aversion. I've returned. I'm glad to hear it, Danish. You didn't really miss anything. You missed some rubbish out of the pod that we didn't have. Oh, right. Yeah, we... Oh, this has all gone solid. That's interesting. Mouth-breathing cook. Good. Let's go back. You're fighting off the world then, Danish. I'm glad to hear it. I think all of this can just go, actually. Let's have a look at the temperatures. Yeah, no, that can go. Nothing we need to worry about there. Hang on. That, on the other hand, doesn't need any abyssalite dug out. I mean, we don't have very much magma. I was wondering whether we could make like a geothermal petroleum boiler over here, but we have so little magma that it doesn't really seem worth the effort, to be honest. Again, let's not dig out the abyssalite down here for no reason. It's enough to last a few hundred cycle, maybe a few thousand, if you make it especially efficient. Maybe we'll consider it. I think I probably want to use the minor volcano, because we've got light loads, and I know how to do that. So, like, because I know what I'm doing with that, maybe there isn't a lot of point in faffing with something I don't know what I'm doing with. Because actually the sort of faffing with things that I don't know what I'm doing with is actually going to try and use some of those minor volcanoes for power as well. Try and make volcanic steam power off them. I don't know if we've got enough water to make volcanic steam power off them. Might be the thing. You got lucky with a minor volcano in your oil biome. That is quite lucky. We had that on rhyme. I think actually we had a full-size volcano on Rime in our oil biome. Oh, do you know what? Actually, this seems... Gonna reduce the number of ladders all around here in a bit. Okay. I haven't seen a single full-size magma volcano in the DLC since I started playing in it. Do they have them on, like, there's a volcanic planet later on, isn't there? Do they have them there? That has a metal volcano. They spawn on the starting asteroid on occasion. Yeah. There we go, you see. Ask and the knowledge shall be forthcoming. Ah, I do love digging out an oil biome. Cool. Do you know loads about the starts, Neo, because you've kept being aggravated and restarting? I know you were complaining that you couldn't find a start that you could get into. Which definitely can sometimes be a problem with Arnie. Who has insufficient oxygen generation? I suppose we probably have insufficient oxygen generation over here, if that's what it's telling me. But we're just piping it in. We're importing our oxygen generation. Cancel that. Can they walk on all of this? They can. There we go. So, shortly, we will have a scrubbed clean oil biome over here. Or nearly, anyway. How are you doing? You're idle. Alright. We'll leave you to that. Okay. Look, you need to sweep these up, by the way. Because if you send them back over here... I mean, you could also put that atmosuit in here. Why wouldn't you deliver that? I mean, there's clearly an atmosuit there that has durability left that you could be delivering to this dock. But you don't want to? Who knows? What is the deliver errand as a point of interest? Supplying. Check the errands. Oh, we did manage to, wonder if we did that. This Slickster needs to die. I don't want a Slickster up here, thanks. Can we attack this? Cheers. I wonder if we accidentally swept some eggs up from the oil biome when we were sweeping in very serious fashion. You need to extend on down there, or we can't actually get to this next bit of ladder that takes us to the bottom. Storing. Let's look at their priorities. You fall. There you go. You can have a storing as a high priority, and then maybe no. Yes, we've got someone to do it. Amazing. Excellent. That's it. We're going to take those back to be repaired. Have we got 2 duplicants down here? Yes. Excellent. Cool. And then they should bring us some more suits, but we do need 2. We need to keep an eye on this, and if they're fixing suits, because they should, here we go. The Atmo suits have come through. So, they should fix those. If we find them lying on the floor here and not being brought up to there, you can see they don't have any deliver. We need to mark them as sweep, so they'll send them back to the other map. But yeah, we do have, like... Do we only have 2? We only have 2 this time. Oh no, there's the 3rd one. We do have 3. So we could use some of these, maybe also for power. I don't know. How are we getting on? Where are... Oh, this is our infinite drop-off of everything, isn't it? Well, I suppose that's fine. Maybe you're a bit good at the game, Danish. Why is there a bunch of clay in here? Who knows? Who can say what goes on, really? Excellent. Right. Okay. This is nearly sorted. Can we mop this stuff? Cheers. We can also deconstruct this. Right, let's go back here. How are we doing here? Not too bad, not too bad. Wasn't that a slime biome? No, we don't have slime biomes. Namatrek is swamp. There's no slime. We have no slime. I think generally I was asking because I thought I had swept, to be quite frank. But I guess something has escaped, as stuff is wont to do. There we go. So, we are gonna be... If stuff is coming over, it's gonna be coming over from here. Yeah? So what we probably want to do is we probably want to, like, brick up the back of this so we can run stuff through it. Like pipes and whatnot. Because we're gonna want to send water through our teleporter out to here to run our oil wells, because we don't have any renewable water over here. So we're going to do this, and in order to facilitate that, we are going to do some bricking up. Insulated? Probably not. Actually, do you know what? Cancel that. Cancel that there. We're actually going to send it down through the door. There we go. That's better. Because then we can just build it up from here. And keep this a vacuum. So we can send this ladder up. And then we can bring it down again. and like brick this up. There we go. That's what we're gonna do. I know, you've got loads of work to do here. Should we send them another digger? For a bit? Don't know if we want to send them another digger, really. Let's close this door. I mean, we could do. We have enough food and stuff. I'm tempted to send Neo over for a bit so that Neo can help them dig. We might do that. We might have some temporary visitors so that they can dig out all of this a bit quicker. Because we've got a bed here. If we put the table back there, can we prioritise the closing of this door, actually? We've got plenty of food. We should all be good. Right, let's go back to the home planet. Have a look at our diggers. Because they don't need to do very much back here at the minute. We could send Ada. Or Annabelle. I mean, they're essentially the same person as far as I can tell though. Yep, pretty similar. Or Neo. Should we send Neo? Neo might like to go to another planet for a little bit. Have a visit. Neo, come and visit the other planet for a little bit. Oh yeah, I guess you can bring your suit. Why not? Teleport. There we go. Oh, that's Kaylee. Oh, there's Neo. Neo, drop your suit, mate. Yes, I do still have a polluted oxygen hanging around ohms. For I am lazy and can't be bothered to fix it. There we go, Neo. You come down here and help them build this. And we could do with sending them some new suits. We could also do with, we could definitely do with closing this door. Can someone close this door? Because Neo's going to wind up sleeping here. And this Shinebug really wants to join Neo in the bedroom. And I really want that to not happen. Excellent. Thank you very much. Still can go back to a 5. There we go. So Neo can live there. Let's have a look at our principles. What have we got? A researcher farmer. We don't need any more of those. Rocketry building, cooking. No blossom seeds or rust. We'll take some blossom seeds, I guess. Don't know what we're going to do with them, but we don't need any rust. We do have loads of PO2. I was thinking about cleaning it up, but I was also sort of enjoying my little blue oasis of a base here. So I can't really decide how I feel about that, is the answer. So this is all done. So we've got a bunch of stuff we can deconstruct here. As no longer necessary. And a bunch of power wires that we don't need anymore. Excellent. Right, you can carry on with that. So, yeah. And we've got a bit of help down here to speed this along. Do things like this. But that's what we need to do on the home planet, is we need to think about how we are going to send this water to here. So I reckon we don't want to use a separate pump. I'm quite tempted to just bring it straight down the middle of here. I mean, this seems quite warm enough. We seem to be doing fine on keeping these at the suitable temperatures. So maybe not. Could bring it across here. And down. Actually, we could just dig out some of this stuff. Why have I allowed the bottom of some of this to be such nonsense, right? This needs to be some granite, and so do these, thanks. Then we'll need to replace the bottom as well. But I think it's probably time to deconstruct this so that we can run stuff down here a bit more straightforwardly. So we might want to build these here. So I could run stuff down this. Yeah, that might be good. You. And we'll do those two. Right. How does this polluted water get here? That is what I want to know. Where is it coming from? There must be ice somewhere. There must be some ice or something. Right. Dig. Oh, speaking of things that need a bit of reinforcement. Should we put a couple of things there, especially since we appear to have at some point attempted to dig through this abyssalite before I realised and then didn't do it. Yes, I was looking at that as well. I don't think it's actually cracking. I don't think this is pressure damage. I think this is probably us, maybe it's pressure damage. But we have reinforced it now, so hopefully that'll be okay. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Let's dig out all of this. Oh, maybe, yes. Could be gulpfish malarkey. But yes, we'll add another couple of granite tiles behind it to help it maintain. Might put one here as well in place of the igneous. There we go. I can probably cancel that and that. Now we'll probably just dig that out. And we can deconstruct a couple of things here. Deconstruct. It's different from dig. Similar, but not the same. Speaking of deconstruct, nobody needs these power wires. We also don't need this duplicate checkpoint or apparently that's all part of the same thing. Yeah, all of that can go. Cheers. Is unnecessary. We can also deconstruct all this automation, which we don't care about. Thanks. Oh no, I do want you to deconstruct the ant gate. Lovely. So, I want you to prioritize coming over here. Thanks. There's not going to be enough water, is the short answer to what we've got going on here. But we'll have to see what we can do about that. What is this for? Oh yeah, we made it so that we didn't let the chlorine out earlier when we cared about that. I mean, we no longer care about that, so that tile can go. Frankly. All of this can go. Cheers. What have you done there, duplicants? Are you trapped? You're not trapped. You can walk down there. You're gonna trap yourself. Aren't you? I can see you planning to trap yourself back there, Annabelle. What is this? Why are these sandstone? I mean, whatever, but, you know. I guess probably because this was a wasteland, so I was just building stuff out of sandstone because it was nearby. Let's dig all of this out. Nobody needs these. They can all go. We are done with all this nonsense. Thank you. There we go. We have untrapped our duplicates at least. Let's put this back on a 5. Oops. Right, so we'll leave them to get on with that for a minute, and we will head back to our other planet. How are you doing over here, duplicants? Not too badly. Oh, you can't get in there. That's unfortunate. We can fix that for you. There we go. Now you can get in there. This can go. What is the atmosphere like here now? Like here now. What is the atmosphere like here now? I don't know. That sounds really weird. I don't know why that sounds odd. It's mostly natural gas. There's not loads of it though. Bit of carbon dioxide. But yeah, this is coming along nicely. Oil full liquid lock. Yeah, I spotted that as well, never track. It's quite sweet, isn't it? They'll break it soon enough, but it was quite funny. I mean, liquids, I would say, are all somewhat more viscous than they should really be in Oni. There we go. Now we're letting this polluted oxygen out to try and work out what it wants to do. There's only like tiny grams of it anyway, so... Don't drown, just come back to the surface. Oh, there you go, they're popping up. maybe the mass measurements are wrong and dupes are actually the size of an ant. I mean, that could be possible. I mean, dupes could also be the size of an ant, but super, super dense. I mean, it would explain some of their behaviours. I can dig this side out, by the way. We don't need it. How are we getting on up here? You're also on. Everything is on. Okay. Where's Neo? Is that Neo down there? No. Where's Neo? Neo, where are you? You're not in bed. You're not eating. So what are you doing, Neo? You're not in a suit. Oh, there's Neo. Neo, how are you feeling? Yeah, you're feeling fine. Good. That's alright then. I mean, we have barbecue and, like, they have a great hall and things like this. Like being able to lift things more than 60 times their own weight. Absolutely.